leave me hanging. I love talking to everyone, but we're not going to be long-winded tonight because we have some great guests on the show tonight. This segment is about creative warrior, the creative warrior in the space. We have so many creative warriors in the sickle cell community. And so I want to make sure that we are actually celebrating them and making a space for them. And so we are having something called the Sickle Cell Expo, which is going to be on the 15th and the 16th of this month in December. So we cannot wait to have you guys there and be a part of it. But I did, hey, y'all know me. Hey, yes, that's my Miss Carla. Hey, Carla, my good friend. So we are going to be talking a little bit about just the expo, but I have some guests that we're going to talk to tonight. And my camera is way too in front of my face, so let me pull that back. Y'all can see all the pores and all the things. But I just wanted to jump on here. It's nothing really formal, but kind of formal, because we're going to talk to, hey, Shelfina, yee! We're going to talk to some warriors that y'all all know. I mean, I really don't have to do a big introduction, but I'm going to do a little one, though. I'm going to do a little one. So on our team, we have some amazing warriors. We have some great caregivers. But tonight, we are talking to two of my warrior friends who are not only warriors, but they are also moms. Yes. And they also work with me in the media department of the Sickle Cell Consortium. And so I wanted to introduce two people. I have first with me Miss Kiara Kofer. Kiara is our social media intern, and there she is. Hey, Kiara.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Girl, you know I'm all right. I'm doing good. I am making it. This weather in Texas, I just told somebody the other day, it's disrespectful, because in the morning you be like, oh, it's freezing. Afternoon be warm, and then the end of the day you be back to freezing. So
yes,
people don't know what it's want to do.
I just did a post today that said, pray for your sickle cell friends right now. Check on them during this season, because I'm going to say it for everybody. We are struggling a little bit this season. But all is well, though. But pray for your sickle cell friends at this time.
Oh, somebody talking about what's freezing in Texas. Well, so let me tell you something. Freezing is 32. Okay, that's freezing. But for us, it's cold. I mean, anything under 52 and under 42, that's cold for us. So don't judge us. We cold around these parts. Now, New York, East Coast, I know y'all call us a little soft, but that's all right. This we're used to hot, okay? We're used to real hot. So don't judge us. But Kiara, so I have another guest that's going to be coming on here. Of course, we're going to ask some questions to the people, but I want to also introduce my next guest, which is Shamonica Wiggins.
Yay! We got our chopper machine today.
Yeah, girl, I gotta plug it up. I gotta get my round.
Hey.
Hi.
Sharonda, before we hop into it,
what?
They might make fun of our cold, but they couldn't hang in our summers. Don't come for us.
Don't come for us. Don't come for us. Now, we are all Texas girls, and we are also the staff of the Sickle Cell Consortium. So welcome to our conversation with me and my girls, because we are going to talk a little bit about balance and what that looks like for a creative. Because some people are like, oh, you're creating, you're on social media, you do this all day. No, people have lives, okay? They are moms. I am not. I'm the best auntie ever. Okay, but they are moms. We have one that is married with, she got 2 kids. Yep, Miss May is in the house. And so we're gonna just have a little conversation, because we have the expo that's coming up, and people think, okay, it's just about shopping, but no, we're going to be talking about the creative journey. We're going to be talking, Kiara's going to teach a class, Shamonica is going to teach a class, I'm going to teach a class, and we're going to be really diving into the ways that, people in this community can make money. Basically, that's what it really boils down to. A lot of times we don't hold 9-to-5 jobs, and it's not that we can't, because we can, but most of the times it's just better and easier on our lives, on our health, for us to become entrepreneurs. That's why you see so many of us now that are authors, that are musicians and artists and things like that, because when we can't work, we just can't work. Or when we're not feeling good, we're not feeling good. And so it's just better for us and for our mental status to just become entrepreneurs. Now, some of us wasn't trying to do that at all. That was never the goal. Okay. Never, I never asked for me to be the owner of my own nothing. I just wanted consistency. And when you're in the corporate world, it's consistent. You get a check now, every Friday or every other Friday, and it's good. But now that we're in this space where after COVID and even before COVID, we have jumped into entrepreneurship. So let's talk about it. So first, let's talk to you, Kiera. What is it that you do? What's your job and what do you do? Not just for the consortium, but on your own.
So I am a sickle cell advocate. I'm a sickle cell warrior. I have sickle beta 0 thalassemia, and I am a content creator / advocate. And I've been blessed to make my own content on my own social media platforms. But now that has ventured off from me managing other people's social media as well. So right now, I'm also currently the social media manager for Mia Robinson's organization called SCA 365, and I've been blessed to tackle that this year and partner with a lot of other organizations to shed light on their companies. Like I recently worked with a medical marijuana company on promoting it for chronic use and chronic needs in the community. And so I was really able to be excited about that and create content in my own little way with that. So that is really all that I do. I wear a lot of hats, but it all kind of simultaneously all comes together.
Oh, wow. I mean, be you a whole entrepreneur, sis. I love it. What about you, Shamonica? Talk to us a little bit about, what you do besides the consortium.
Okay, so as everybody know, before the consortium, I was a sickle cell advocate. Bowlers for Sickle Cell really launched me into being a professional advocate. So I also do professional advocacy. I do some content creating on my own, and I do a lot of consulting and things of that sort with pharmaceutical companies. And aside from that, when that's not like Sharonda said, in the corporate world, you get a steady on the clock paycheck. But when you're doing like contract jobs, such as what I do in my advocacy, that is not always steady. So now I am a newly new Mary Kay beauty consultant, and I've been enjoying doing that. I feel like Mary Kay is such a beautiful company with a beautiful mission. And I mean, I don't got on no makeup today, but I definitely have on a face full of Mary Kay. And I think I look good, and I would like other women and men and teens to look good too. So yeah. Sharonda, you on mute, sis?
Girl, and I'm talking too, laughing and talking. But yes, I'm so excited for you because that is such a transition from doing professional advocacy to having your own business where you have products and things like that. And I know with Bow Lips, you guys had t-shirts and things like that. But with Mary Kay, there is like a lot of products, and you have to like really go and be a part of somebody's transformation. So I think
Yeah.
that is so amazing, and I think you're right for it because when I met you, the first project we did together was a photo shoot. And I'm like all about the creative side, and so I could definitely see you doing this job and doing it very well. And I've been peeping you on social media. I mean, you've been doing your thing. Go ahead, girl. I ain't mad at
Yeah, I'm trying to get like Kiera and become like a content creator full time. So I'm glad you see it. I'm glad you see it. And I'm excited, to see Kiara's session during the Holiday Expo because she shares a lot of her little tips and tricks. And even people like me that people are used to seeing on social media can learn, So I'm excited about all of that.
Me too. But I have a question for you, Kiara. Starting with you, what inspired you to even do creative? I mean, create content and start it full time. Like I heard you say you've been blessed enough to do it. So first question is what inspired you to do it, and then the second question: how long have you been doing this?
So I'm gonna do it backwards. I started content creating in 2020 when the pandemic hit, and what made me start was just my experience living with sickle cell and turning that into storytelling. And so basically, I shed light on the sickle cell experience, whether that is what I go through on a day to day, things that I've gone through dealing with doctors and nurses, or the hospitals and the health field. If it's about talking about transplant, if it's talking about port health and the safety with that, I take all my experience and all that I go through and just turn it into creative content in a video and make a TikTok about it. And it's just been so blessed for people, other sickle cell warriors, to be relating. And that's how I just have continued, because with my warriors on my back and telling me and commenting like, I've gone through that same thing, and thank you for shedding light on this or that, like that is what kept me going and just end up just manifesting into this beautiful thing. Originally I was just on there being myself on my social media platform, making videos just for me, and then it turned into this. So you're on mute again.
Trying to do too much. That's what it is. Trying to do too much. I'm trying to produce on the background and do this. Before I ask my next question to you, everybody in the chat, if you hashtag SC Expo, I'm sorry, SC, yeah, is it XC or SC? Yeah, SC Expo. That's SCEXPO in the chat. You will be put in for a giveaway during this entire talk and conversation. So just know, go ahead and put that in the chat. It's hashtag SC Expo, and you will be entered into a giveaway. Okay, so Kiara, I know you said back in 2020 that you were sharing your stories and things like that, but I guess I have a question for you. When you first started, did you see like, oh my God, I see everybody else going on TikTok and sharing theirs and they got all of these followers? Did you formally be like, okay, this is gonna be my business, or did you just have a mindset of let me just get out there and just tell the story and whatever comes comes?
Honestly, it was, let me just tell my experience and whatever comes. Like, I didn't, when I'm using social media, even though I know people in the community and I follow them, I never really saw content creating in a way that sheds light for us in the way that I did.
Mhm.
For example, like one day I just thought of an idea of putting eyeballs and a mouth on a sickle cell and making it seem like a sickle cell is talking from my point of view. And that was just all from inside my brain, just kind of
Mhm.
pulling it up out of me. But will say, as I continued, I was able to see more of a voice from the sickle cell community on TikToks, especially, and
Mhm.
that motivated me just to keep going, or it privy me to like, oh, I need to use this sound on TikTok and just use it in this way to shed light on this. So honestly, I just was pulling it out one day and was like, let's go for it.
I love that. I love that because I love that so much because what happens sometimes is people, they're not, you can tell when somebody's not really authentic in what they're doing. And so when I first saw your videos, I was like, oh, this is so cute. And then it was so relatable. These are things that people don't talk about, but we do talk about in our community, but we don't talk about it out loud to everybody else because it's like, they're not going to get it. They don't understand it. So it was very refreshing for me to see it on TikTok. First of all, the tickety talk, don't judge me, y'all. Y'all know how I am with my nephews, and they be like, "Hey, Rhonda, just don't." But for me, as I will say, as an older person who loves Instagram and Facebook. When I first got on TikTok, all of it like dancing, and I was like, okay, okay. And it just everybody kept dancing. And it was the same moves. I was like, all right, we gonna get off of the tickety talk. It's not doing nothing for me. And then I saw yours and I was like, oh, this is cool. This is relatable. I get it. I understand. And it made me laugh. Now, don't get me wrong. I could scroll all day on TikTok. Well, not really, because I get tired after a certain after a certain number of TikToks. But when I saw yours, I was very impressed, which is one reason why me and Shamonica, when we talked about you, I was like, oh my God, I've been watching her. And I was like, yeah, we need to have her on the team. So you could tell how authentic you are and how you really just got in there and to share this your story and your perspective, and people really did need it. So I'm so glad that you're continuing to do that, even though you're working with other people. What I would definitely say to you, and I'm probably going to say it at the end as well, is don't stop being you. Don't change for what everybody else wants you to do, because your content is for your community. So thank you so much for sharing this. Thank you so much for creating that TikTok account. So give the people in the chat your TikTok information. We're going to talk to you a little bit more, but while she puts that in the chat, I would love to talk to you, Shamonica, because everybody know you as a professional advocate. Okay, they know Shamonica as the person that is going to be at the events, who's going to be on these panels, who's going to be like that. That's who they know. Now we get to see a whole nother side. First of all, we get to see the nerdy side with all these Comic Cons and stuff. I love it. I knew it. I knew you had something with it. And then we get to see, the entrepreneur side of you outside of advocacy, which is now Mary Kay. What in the world? Like, why did you get into Mary Kay? Like, talk to me about that one.
So yes, like I'm glad that I'm now sharing the other sides of me. That was my goal when I left Boulders for Sickle Cell in 2019. But instead of focusing on that, I hopped right back into an advocacy role by joining staff here. But during Boulders for Sickle Cell, we did something phenomenal. We had the HBCU Sickle Cell College Tour. And we went to several different campuses, and one of those campuses was FAMU. We all know Dr. Tamia Austin is a proud Rattler, and she was on the planning team for the tour. So y'all know we wasn't gonna have an HBCU college tour with Dr. Austin involved and not go to FAMU. At that stop, I was able to meet sickle cell warrior Micaiah Warren, and we were friends on Facebook because she has sickle cell, and she's an esthetician. So we became friends, and then shortly after becoming friends on Facebook, and like right before pandemic, she started doing Mary Kay. And so 2020 is when she really dived into it. And well, it's 2024 now, and she's already driving a pink Cadillac and has a brand new house. And like, I saw her story from beginning to where it is now. And she actually asked me prior to this, right? Because she said she saw the qualities in me to be able to do it at the level that she does it. But I didn't see that in me. So I would turn her down. I would say the typical, I'm not a salesperson, or I don't even use Mary Kay. And she respected that. But I kept paying attention to her and the products that she would use and how she can beat a face with all Mary Kay. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's Mary Kay?
Girl.
So
my reaction too, because I was like,
right, because I was just on a call with my team yesterday, and one of the directors shared that this isn't your grandmother's Mary Kay, and it really isn't. And so I think it was last year I did a whole purge of my things, and one of those things was I threw away all my makeup, everything, and I had a lot, but it was old, and I knew I needed a new foundation, so I reached out to her I was saying, let me try something new. And the foundation is beautiful. And so I started slowly using the products. And then I got a shout out to Dr. Bailey's sister, Albany.
Oh, yeah.
Because at convention, Albany gave us these big gift boxes and a retreat for the people who didn't get theirs at convention, but I got mine at convention because I was like, oh, this is nice. And like the products were just so good. They're such good products that is what made me decide to. And every time I would wear my face, people give me compliments. And when I say, oh, yeah, it's Mary Kay, they be like, Mary Kay. And I could tell, like, man, if I was selling this, that's a sale opportunity.
Uh-huh.
So using the products, being gifted the products, and then seeing Micaiah's personal journey from beginning to end is what got me into it. And then, like you said, with us having sickle cell, it's not impossible to have a career or a 9 to 5. It's not impossible. We know a lot of people in the corporate world with sickle cell, but it is harder.
Yeah.
And I had given up on traditional work a while ago because every job I ever had, I've lost due to attendance.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed something to make me some money. Like you said, I'm married now, so I went from 1 kid to 2 kids. I'm sure y'all can hear my little sour patch in the background. And I just also, my husband, y'all know, because y'all are close to me and the people who follow me know that last year and part of this year I was really struggling with a vascular necrosis and with not being able to walk and just the pain of that. So seeing my husband take care of everything, also I wanted to be able to just help. So,
wow. I love that. Yeah, we've seen, and we definitely going to talk a little bit about, your triumphs since your hip replacement, because baby, I put on social media today. Oh, girl done ran a whole 5K. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But before we get
yeah.
that,
I saw that post brought a little tear to my eye because you didn't tell me you was doing that.
I know. That's what we do. What I wanted to ask you though is when you're talking about Mary Kay, and everybody thinks of it just the makeup side of it, but there's a whole business side to that. And you got inventory, you got meetings you have to make, you have um marketing, what is it that y'all have to meet? You have like those standards y'all gotta meet. And
Well, no, so with Mary Kay, of course you want to have goals, but
uh-huh.
your director shouldn't be saying you gotta sell this much or else, right? But they give you goals, attainable goals, and when you're with the right team, you get motivated and you get pushed. But like you said, it's your own business. You
Yeah.
get your product from them; they're the supplier. But once you get it, it's yours. And how do you decide to break it up and sell it and do your promotions and deals? That's all you. And like you said, it takes a lot of marketing and you have to come up with a plan. I'm not gonna lie, I have been feeling a little stuck with my marketing because as humans we tend to get in our own head and in our own way.
Oh yeah.
um but I'm waking up now and I have plans, and y'all about to see me more on TikTok, and I'm about to tie Mary Kay into everyday life because we truly do have products that you can use every day. Like right now, my little bag, my purse, one of my favorite products. Y'all know with sickle cell, we can't have germs. So I keep my hand sanitizer everywhere, and you could spray it down get away from me, because it's important. So it's products for everybody.
That's cool.
And
So
I'm gonna get
go
out of
back
my
to your
head and start sharing
Go
it.
back to the business side of it though. How hard is it or how easy? What is the I want to say that. What are some of the challenges that you have in business as a businesswoman?
Um, I think so. Initially, when I started, I did the lowest option to get my business started. So that doesn't come with much products. So
Mm-hmm.
getting your first inventory order,
Mm-hmm.
if you're not working like me, I didn't have a traditional job. So a lot of women that do Mary Kay, they have jobs and they can, when they get paid, get their first inventory order. But That was the first one, but my director, she said, "Girl, if you don't have the stuff to get it, just post your website, and the company will ship it for you, and they'll just take a little out. But if you don't have a good director, I think that's what makes the business bad, and that's what make you have a bad experience. But
Mm-hmm.
with the right director and the right team, it really hasn't been hard. If you just do the steps, like post about it, talk about it, share it with people, the customers come, you know. But you have to do it. Like they tell us, you have to work your business. And you have to see it as a business, you know. You can't see it as a side hustle
That's
or
what I wanted
something.
you to get to. Yes,
Yeah,
say
you
why
have to
was
see it as a business and respect it as a business and have those around you respect it as a business. Like you can't give everybody free stuff. You
Mhm.
can't. You gotta treat your friends like customers, and your real friends will love it when you treat them like a true customer and give them the full Mary Kay experience. You know.
Yeah. And that's what I really wanted to get at because that's what the expo is going to be about. It's going to be about trying to, really talk and dive into what it's like to be a business owner. So we won't give away everything we're going to talk about, but that's one of the conversations we're going to have during the expo is about when you're an entrepreneur, you got to treat it like it's an actual business. You know,
Yes.
when I'm talking to different people about their businesses, I'm like telling them, you need to wake up in the morning, like you're going to your job, get dressed or what have you. Sometimes you can't, but get dressed, do the job, and then, have your lunch break because you got to have a balance in your time and then go back to work and have your, specific times that you're going to do work on whatever. Because if not, it's going to be like, oh, I'll get to it when I get to. And everything
Yes.
be so relaxed that you don't ever get to it. So
Yes, it's easy to fall into that. That I
exactly.
like, oh, I can do it, and then you look up and you haven't did
And you
anything,
for a
and
week.
then you realize you that, and then when you haven't did the work, a lot of people lack this word accountability.
Oh,
And
girl.
so instead of being honest with themselves, they say this ain't gonna work. This was a
Uh-huh.
waste of time.
Uh-huh.
I shouldn't have did it. But no, like anything you do, you gotta do it.
You got to put the time.
And you gotta invest in your business. You
Yeah.
can't be cheap about if you're not cheap about yourself, you can't be I'm not saying go spend all your money on some startup and you know you need money to eat, sleep, and all of that.
Uh-huh.
But invest in yourself. If you want to start a business or if you want to come do Mary Kay, just know you're gonna have to invest something into it because you get what you put into anything that you do. Like if Kiara didn't get up and record her videos, she wouldn't get the views and stuff that she gets. So you
Exactly.
get what you put into it.
And people, I think, always, even when you're starting out a business, our first mind is to think so big and to think, well, I don't have this and I don't have that. And then what you end up doing is you standing in your own way. But when you start out small, and I realized early on, being a content creator, yes, followers are lovely, but that doesn't mean just because I don't have a certain amount of followers, that doesn't mean I can't make revenue or I can't work with this company or they I can't do this. You can. It doesn't take a million followers to be successful in this space as far as content creating, or I don't need $100 ring light and this and that. Once you start small and you start on your own consistency, it's your work is going to carry you through for itself and begin to start speaking for yourself, and you won't even have to do a lot. And especially being a sickle cell warrior, to where it's the unpredictabilities of life, and I'm not sure what when I'm down. I've had my content speak for itself, and it can be old content start to make traction on social media again, and people start commenting again, and then boom, another video takes off. So I want people also to be encouraged that you can start small and still be successful.
And I love that too. And we're not going to give too much away because we're going to be talking about this at the expo. But one of the things that I love that you said was start small. One of the classes that we did for creative content back in 2022, last year or the year before, it was I did a class on starting on a budget, creating on a budget. And the reason why I did that is because, just like you said, people like, oh, I see all these creators and they talk about the lighting and their equipment and They had to start somewhere. And so it's okay for you to start somewhere. You don't have to start at their highest level. Go back a little bit. Go back on their pages and on their YouTube. You can see, the differences. The thing is, just start. Just get your content out there. Just get in front of the camera. One of the challenges that we're going to have in 2024 is everybody that's a part of the creative content class. The one challenge that they're going to have is they must get in front of the camera and practice something weekly for 6 weeks. Like that's one of the challenges that we're going to have. Why am I just trying to like push them to be uncomfortable? Yes, I am. Because if you're trying to do content and create content, and even for advocacy, when you're trying to create content, for me, it took me a very long time to get in front of the camera. Why? Everybody, if you really, really know me, that ain't her thing. But now that I am in front of the camera, I have to practice sometime. I have to be like, okay, should I say, should I not? How should I move? Girl, these days I just be like, whatever, y'all take me as I am, love me or leave me. But but that's the whole thing about creating content. You're gonna have a tribe. You're gonna have a group of people that love you, and then you're gonna have a group of people that's gonna talk about you, say really crazy and nasty things. Okay, move them out the way, and let's focus on the people that we're helping, we're encouraging, and that's our tribe, the people that's our community. Let's focus on them. I think sometimes we focus so much on the negative and our own intrusive thoughts. We let our own intrusive thoughts actually stop us from doing things. And so one of the things I want to say about both of these ladies is that they have decided that whatever intrusive thought they have in their head, they don't listen to it. And though they come, please understand me, they come. No matter how big or how small you are in this content world, the intrusive thoughts are going to come. It's how you're going to react to those thoughts, which is going to make you or break you when it comes to creating content or being an entrepreneur. Go ahead, Shamonica.
Yeah. Because the thoughts, like you said, definitely come. And sometimes often. And if you allow it, it will do exactly what the thoughts want you to give up. So that ain't what we doing. And side note, yes, Mama Carla, you did. Kiara had you winning an Academy Award in that video. Them putting on them shoes.
Yes,
I loved it.
I loved it. And that's another thing. That's one of the other things I'm so proud about this community is that people that you would normally see on camera to do different things, we're like, oh no, let's get some people we ain't never seen on camera. And we got Mama Carla to do a video, and it was so good that I put it in the newsletter, I put it on the social media, like all the things. And I'm gonna go back. And one of the reasons why was because you could tell she was authentic. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And people were like, a lot of the caregivers really relate to what she was trying to say. And it, like, at first, when I first listened to it, I was like, wait, is she talking to somebody? And then I caught on. I was like, oh, I like it. And I really appreciated just the angle that, Kiara, you and your mom took for that particular video. And I think a lot of times, if we just give people the chance and give them, a little bit of direction, they can really excel. And she did. So, hats off to you, Mama Carla. The snaps are all for you, sis. We love you. And just know, now that I know, now that I know.
Right. Now she gotta get put to work.
I was trying to be put to work. Let me see. What did Kim say?
She said she was sorry for being late. But hey.
Kim, hey. So yeah, we're basically, y'all, just talking about the Sickle Cell Expo, which is on the 15th and the 16th of December. It's a thing. Wait, hold on. Keep that up there. Let me see what you said. Yes, that was a true life. Oh, I love that. She said it was a true life storytelling. And I love that because it you could tell. Like, you really could tell that these are thoughts that you have. And then you went from, and I wish I had it on here, and I think I might, but it was more about the thoughts, all the things that go through a caregiver's mind all at once when their warrior is not feeling good. And I was like, wow, 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 wow. Because we as warriors, we don't think about that portion. We're always thinking about, oh, we're a burden, we're this. But in their minds, it's like, okay, how can I be there? What can I do? What did I miss? Is what I kind of got out of what she was saying. Like, did she take her medicine? Did this? And so she was playing all of that in her head. And as warriors, I know for me, I'm always thinking, oh, don't tell my sister because I don't want to be a burden. Like, she already got kids, she got a husband, she got all of these things going on. So let me figure it out myself. So by the time I figure it out, it's time to go to the hospital. But for a caregiver to be thinking about so many things when their warrior's not feeling good, I feel like that was the missing piece to our marketing for the caregiver summit, because it allowed caregivers to see themselves in another caregiver. And so, Kiara, I want to go to you real quick. When you and your mom start making that video, because not unfortunately, but fortunately, that is true content creation. You get what I'm saying? And that's relatable. People loved it. I posted it, I don't know how many times. I don't care if y'all got tired of it. I loved it, and it was posted. But when you went to her and asked her to do that, what were some of the steps? What were some of the things you had to, or the guidance that you had to give her, or how did that all play out?
Honestly, when I say authentic, it was authentic, and talking and everything like that we did step by step. So we knew we had to do the video, and we started off by saying, let's do a video on caregiver's brain. So that was the blueprint, caregiver brain. And let's make a video that somehow they can automatically tell that it's thought. So we had a thought bubble coming out. What's the first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning as a registered nurse who has to go to work while her daughter's in crisis, who still has to communicate with her husband, still has doctor's appointments of her own? What are some thoughts that goes through your head as me going through a crisis? So literally putting on the shoes and getting ready in the morning was natural, like her getting ready for work. And then one thing I really liked is the thoughts that come in your head. We know sometimes 2-3 thoughts can come in a matter of seconds. So at one point, is she eating enough? Is she drinking enough? Is my husband okay? It's like thoughts just all going like naturally. Because we like, I can have a thought and I can be sitting here like, okay, I know I need to take my medicine, but I also know I need to change my daughter's diaper in the same, like, you know what I'm saying, the same notion. And so it was like, I wanted it to be authentic, and I didn't want it to look fake. And that's I think why it got the response that it got, because I think for the caregiver summit, that was one of the most interaction that we got on our page was from that video. And people just love authenticity. Like they love when people are being authentic and real. And so I'm not going to sit up here and be like, this was done, and then we had this, because it was natural. It was 100% natural. And then when editing it, it came natural as well, because we don't have to make it pretty and cute and make it seem like a Tyler Perry script. Let's just be real. Like, okay, I want them to know that you're thinking. Let's do thought bubbles. You know, I want them to see you getting ready and not just sitting in one place having these thoughts. No, I'm getting ready for work. I'm putting my badge on. I'm putting my shoes on. So that was that inspiration for that video.
Wow. And I love that. I love that it was authentic. And I got to do a shout out real quick from Ireland. I mean, you better be supporting from Ireland. Hey, welcome. We thank you for joining our live tonight. Yes. Shout out to you. And, yeah, thank you. We like, let us know where y'all from. I love it. And also, as we are having this discussion, we are having a contest right now. So put in the chat hashtag SC Expo. That's SCEXPO. When you put that in there, you will be entered into for a drawing. Oh, listen. What you be doing, Kiara? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, I finally did it.
Now you gotta do this one.
One thing at a time. Okay.
There you go.
See, y'all over here being.
That's a gang sign.
Oh, girl, don't do it. Please,
I can't do it.
So we're kind of really talking about just content, you guys, and the expo is on the 15th and the 16th of this month. We're super excited about it. But when we're talking about content creation and content for social media about our lives and our stories, one of the things that we give hats off to Kiera for is really is authentic. It's not the pretty background, best lighting, it's not any of that. It's really just for the content and for people to see themselves in the content that she creates. What I also want to go to real quick before I talk to Shamonica about this 5K, okay, is I want to talk to you, Kiera, because you are a content creator, but you're a mom too. You're a mom, you're a daughter, you have a lot going on in your life right now. And so I kind of really want to talk to you a little bit about um when you get ready for your day or your week. It might be for your week. When you get ready for your week, what does that look like for you? Are you kind of always checking your calendar? Do you map out everything? Is it just sporadic when you do your videos? Like, what does it look like as a content? Like, take us through what a day, or if it's not just a day, or the week of a content creator. What does that look like?
So I really want to use this moment to be transparent, because when I first started out in 2020, it was just doing a video like whenever I felt like it, and going through experience before I had my daughter. And I could remember being in the hospital a lot, having these encounters with doctors and nurses, but knowing that I, had a social media following, and it didn't start out as videos. It just started out on poetry. It started out on doing different polls on Instagram, or doing different quotes and making different meme pictures, and I would get interaction from social media. And so then you have the pandemic that hit, and then I end up getting pregnant. And so I kind of, when I was pregnant, I was pushing out the videos. That season for me, it came real easy for me, because I was just literally pulling out from me what was already inside of me based on my experience. And so then the birth of my daughter came, and I had a kind of standstill, because I'm like, when am I gonna have time to pull out this ring light and do videos? Like, I did not know what it was gonna be. And so on top of the birth of my daughter, having sickle cell, some people are saying they can't hear me. I don't know if that's for everybody or not, but I wanna keep going just in case other people can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. So let's stop for a second. Okay, so yeah, other people can. Okay, go ahead, Kiera.
Okay. And so the birth of my daughter came, and on top of having sickle cell, my daughter began to have some significant health issues on her own. And so pulling out the camera from me just wasn't something I was doing. And there were probably 6 months. I took a 6-month hiatus from just not posting content.
Mhm.
But the content that I had already previously recorded while pregnant, before pregnant, was still really doing good numbers on social media. A lot of people were sharing it and stuff. So I have passion in my heart for what I do. And
Yeah.
so I was literally, that 6 month passed, and I was like, what? Like, I want to pull out my camera again. Like, I gotta figure out if my mom can, if have my daughter, if she's down for a nap. That's how it began to start. Once I had my daughter, I mapped out the time, because I truly in my heart wanted to create content for a group of people that I felt like our voices still needed to be heard. So it was literally, if my daughter went down for a nap, I made content. If Papa and Nana want to spend time with grandbaby, I made content. If my daughter is down for the night and I'm feeling up to it, I made content. And I never knew when I would get sick, or if there was something that I would have to do for my daughter. So sometimes I would make more than one video at a time and edit it and already have it saved in a draft. That way, when I was ready to push out a video, I didn't have to create, edit, and push out the video. I just had to press post.
Yeah.
So that schedule just has helped me all the way through, because the unpredictabilities of life is going to be there, and I
Exactly.
never know what is going to be thrown at me. And as a sickle cell warriors, we work so hard, and sometimes it could be a good or a bad thing, because sometimes we can work ourselves sick. But when you are feeling good, to take advantage of that and make 2-3 videos or whatever I was feeling up to it, or whatever ideas I had in my head, was the best way I stayed on top of it and was able to still push out content so scheduled, because I already pre-recorded a lot of content. I hope that answered your question.
No, it did, because we're basically talking about balance, and we're going to talk about that at the expo as well. Is how do you make sure that you're not like really throwing yourself into an unrealistic idea of creating or being an entrepreneur? Like, how do you make sure that? And what is her name? Jay told me she's running. Don't talk about balance anymore. It's in harmony. Because balance is, something's got to give on
Yeah.
something else. But I do feel like for us, balancing, playing that balancing act is so crucial to not only our business but to our health, and not just our health, our mental health. And so as warriors, sometimes people forget that sickle cell is, yes, very much a part of us, but our mental health is something that people don't even think about, because when we start a project, we want to finish it as a creative, right? But when you are not feeling your best and you can't finish it, or something goes down, to everybody else, you're flaking, you're not doing something. But to us, we are so hard on ourselves. We're like, we're talking so much to ourselves that we don't even need somebody talking down to us, because we're already doing it. And so when we're doing creative things, what I found for me personally, it helps my mental health too, because my hands get to moving, I get to creating things that, really helps my soul. And then now I'm creating for people, and then people start to like it, and people want to buy my earrings, and it gets you very excited. And then when you can't do something, or when you're, especially like content creative, which you got to constantly be creating stuff, and when you can't, like you said, you're reposting stuff. But when you get to that point where it's like, man, and mentally I feel stuck, or mentally I don't feel like getting up, and now I'm hard on myself, man, you wanted to do this, you're supposed to be doing this, and we're talking so bad to ourselves sometimes. But when we're creating, it gives us a release.
Exactly. That passion ends up carrying you through your purpose. And I really, like my mom said, it was a great distraction for me, because it's authentic, because it just came from what I already was dealing with.
Yes.
Now let me just put that on camera, so that passion still came out in my dark times. And that's what drives me. Not,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It's like, let your passion, let your creativity drive you to your purpose, because you can do it. For
Yeah.
every warrior, whatever it is, if it's a book, if it's poetry, if it's filmmaking, if it's Mary Kay, like it's limitless. Let that carry you through.
Yeah. And Shamonica, I know we're definitely talking about our passion. We're gonna talk about that. So don't forget at the expo, Kiera, you need to talk about that too. Like, and go back and listen to what you just said, because yeah, she was preaching, and I was about to give her an offering, but you know what I'm saying. Anybody got no offering plate right now, Kiera? So just hold on, hold your preach mode. But Shamonica, let's talk to you real quick about this 5K, bruh. You get a new hip.
Right.
And we like, all right, Shamonica, you going to Comic Con, you doing this, you doing that. Then I find out that my girl did a whole 5K. I'm trying to walk from here to the car, and still, I'm like, what is she doing 5Ks out here in these streets? What was this like? Why? First of all, why did you decide to do it? And then two, what were some of the it don't even have to be the challenges. Like, just tell us about your journey with doing a 5K.
Okay, so before I answer that question, I just wanted to piggyback off Kiara right quick. Bold Lift Sickle Cell was created during my darkest days. Like, that's when I was deep into my content creator bag before they called it content creators, because that wasn't a name. And that came during my darkest days. So, yes, your passion can become your purpose. So, now back to the 5K. So, what had happened was I saw the advertisements for a Wonder Woman run. And one of my best friends, who also has sickle cell, she refers to herself as Wonder Woman. Like, she loves Wonder Woman. So, I tagged her in it just because it made me think of her. She got so excited. I was like, oh, yes, I gotta come. We gotta go. And she booked her flight that same week. And I was just like, oh, well, I guess we're running a 5K. But I didn't run it. I walked. So I don't want the folks thinking I ran the whole time. But
I
so
mean,
it
walk
was,
on you 5K, okay?
yeah. So as you said, I had my hip replaced back in March. So that's 8 months ago. And I feel like my hip replacement, oh my goodness, it's the best thing that happened to me. And I had instant relief. My recovery went nothing but smooth, no hiccups. People like to talk down on county hospitals, but Parkland took care of you, girl. And yeah, so I walked 3.1 miles in an hour. In an
What?
hour.
What? Let me find my applause machine. Cause what?
We need a round of applause. We need the drums. We need
And
the
not only
cymbals.
did I do it, like I said, my best friend who also has sickle cell, she did it. I did it with a fake hip. She did it with a cracked hip. She has a crack in her hip. And my daughter Rory, my 12-year-old, she crushed it. She left us. She ran. Rory ran. We walked.
Well, you
So
know, Rory is like she's the athlete of all athletes. So I expect nothing less.
yeah, so it was really a really great experience. I didn't realize like how cool and how good I would feel completing it because I had told myself if it get too hard, I'm just gonna quit. But I had to stop and gather myself 3 times. But I didn't want to quit. Like once you're doing it, you get in the stride. It's the purpose of I'm out here, I'm doing it,
Yeah.
and it was so fun. And now, Sharonda, Kiara, y'all, we got to do a sickle cell 5K in Dallas. We need that.
So that's what we doing.
That's what we doing. Be on the lookout. We ain't started planning yet, but
Yeah,
be on the
got
lookout.
to.
Yes. I mean, it's here. We're about to do it.
Mhm.
But first of all, let me did y'all hear my applause? Can y'all hear? Okay. There's the applause. There's the applause. Congratulations. Congratulations to our Wonder Woman, Miss Shamonica Wiggins, for running that fight, walking, running, moving through that.
I ran across the finish line though.
I mean, because the picture, a great run. First of all, I need to know who the photographer was because they did that. Thanks.
There was a lot of photographers there. So
I
when you
just
see
want to
them
go.
cameras, you're gonna run like you on Baywatch. But yes, I
Listen.
ran across the finish line, and that was like really cool. I haven't ran in a long time, and it actually felt good to run and to be able to do it. And yeah, so sickle cell warriors, y'all next 5K in y'all city, don't think y'all can't do it. Hydrate, eat breakfast. If it's cold, dress appropriately and go do it. It's so fun. It's so rewarding. And this one was just for fun, but most 5Ks are for a good cause. And we all know sickle cell 5Ks are really popular. So Miss Carla said, let's do it, Dallas. We gonna get us a walk because
We
we
got
used to
to.
have one.
We used to have one.
And the lady over it, her family, she lost her dad, I believe,
Yeah.
and just had other issues, had a baby. And they said if you take a year off or something, you can forget about it coming back. So,
Well,
but
congratulations. That's that. I made that post because I wanted you to know how proud of you we are. Like whether you walked, whether you ran, whatever you did to get across that finish line, that is, I feel like a part of your journey now. That's a part of your story. That's a part of your inspiration that you're going to give to other warriors and those that are coming behind you. So I just want you to know that just doing that is just a testament to your determination and to just your resilience. So congratulations. You know I like you, girl.
Yes.
Wait, let's do it. Kiera, wait. Okay, there we go. Yay. Ooh, do, do,
We
do.
need a screenshot of that. It's cute.
I know, but I mean, I don't know who can take. Somebody take our screenshot. Hold on. Somebody take our screenshot. Joy, take our screenshot. Okay. Are so informal, y'all. Well,
That's our social media brains.
I know we are everywhere. Well, Shamonica, what could you say to somebody that is trying to decide whether they want to go out and be an entrepreneur, whether and they're a warrior or a caregiver or anyone in this community? Because the expo is not just for warriors and caregivers, it is for anyone that is an advocate in this space, that's a part of this community. So what do you say to anybody that wants to be an entrepreneur in this space?
I think the main thing people need to know is that you can do it.
Okay.
You can do it. You got to trust yourself to do it. You got to be willing to bet on yourself. We're always so quick to bet on other people, to support other people, to hype up other people. Give yourself all of that same energy and you can do it, And is it easy? No.
Yeah.
Are the rewards good when you put in the work? Yes.
Yeah.
And you're going to have hard times, but it's yours. No one can take it from you. Unless, it's IRS and you ain't paying your taxes or something. But no one can take what you create for you. No one can take Sharonda's earrings from her. No one can take Kiera's videos from her. No one can take, my Mary Kay or just my advocacy, my voice, because that's how I do my advocacy. No one can take that from me. And so y'all know I'm a consortium veteran. I've been around a long time.
Okay.
And one of my things to be an expert advocate, and I tell people, you yourself, you are a brand. Even if you're not out here doing nothing, carry yourself and connect. Shamonica Shanae Wiggins Mays is a brand, and invest in that brand, So just know that you can do it. And I see Josh watching. Josh, I hope you see the expo link in the chat because we need you, your beautiful art creations, photography, great dad. We need you, bro. We need you. Yes, I'm calling you out.
Yes.
But he does
awesome.
amazing wood carvings and makes jewelry and all of that. Somebody will pay for those talents.
Oh,
if you have talent, somebody will pay for those talents.
Agreed. I didn't know Josh did all of that. Josh, I'm putting the link in the chat.
Hopefully literally awesome.
Because Josh, we're gonna interview you too, bro, because we need you to talk about it and talk to us about what you do. Oh, that's Josh. I know Josh. Yeah, know I couldn't see.
Remember your nephew wanted to take his son.
I remember Josh, dude. Yes, we need you at the expo. So I just put the link in the chat. And now I can send it to you in an email as well. But Shamonica, thank you so much. I know you got to head out. We thank you so much for joining us for this live. You are going now. She balancing y'all. Now she's going to go be PTA mom.
PTA president.
Oh, PTA president. It's the president. I mean, period.
But bye, y'all. I got to go to my next Zoom.
So yeah, what Shamonica was just saying is like you can do it if you really want to do something. And what I've also learned, and we'll talk about this a little bit later because I know we're like short on time, but what I've also learned is that a lot of people are scared to fail. And I think that is something we've got to get over because we are scared to like disappoint people, but then we're scared to disappoint ourselves. And that's when I go back to mental health and wellness, because when we talk about, doing a new job or a new thing, it's okay if you fail, or if you are learning something, it's okay. Because if you don't try something, or if you never, don't look stupid for doing something, new or something, then you're not going to know the value of when you finally get it, or when you finally get that great video, or when you finally get that great pair of earrings. Like, you have to be willing to be okay with that. You don't know everything right off the cuff. And that's one of the things I think sometimes we are so hard on ourselves. We're like, oh, we looked at this many videos and we talked to this many people, but doing it hands on. And if you don't get it right the first time, it is okay. Keep going. Keep going. You're going to get it right. You're going to get better at it, but you got to keep going. Like stopping just because you didn't excel the very first time you did a video. No, don't do that. Like keep going. It's okay. It's okay if you don't succeed or excel at something right at the beginning. When you talk about being an expert, it's like you got to have like so many hours to be considered an expert. And do you think that everybody that started out on something got it the first time? Absolutely not. It's trial and error, and that's how you get better. So, Kiara, I want to commend you too, because just being a content creator, when people, Shamonica was just saying, that's not something that was out when she was doing it, but you are really evolving and we can see it. You know what I mean? And it's because you didn't stop. You didn't stop when people said weird things to you in the chat or what have you. You didn't stop when, your videos wasn't, this particular video didn't go viral. And then you just like, oh, now I'm not any good. No, you didn't do that. And I think that's something to commend anybody that's in this space, a creative period. It's very commendable for you to continue and keep going. So like Josh, I know he does a lot of painting, which we're gonna see at the expo, sir. We calling you out, Josh, because we need more men too.
Mhm.
But yeah, so people that are in this space in the creative world, and I'm gonna bring up one more person. She's been in the background, like she is our senior project manager, and I know we're about to go in just a second, but I'm call her. I'm gonna put her on the spot real quick. She's gonna be like, "What is happening?" Hey, Dominique. Dominique, you're on the stage. Dominique is probably like, "What? This was not planned." Well,
Hello.
hey, Dominique. The reason why I brought you up is because you are, you're writing. You're a writer, and you are a reader. You are a person that loves books and loves, the adventures of reading. And one of the things that I really commend you for is that you continuously encourage people to read. Like people like me, she'd be like, "Oh, girl, you need to read this." Girl, no, is it on the movie? Tell me, is it an audio book? Is what I
Movie is never better than the book. It's
And I
never better
brought
than book.
her up because we have also a readathon that's going on right now. And I brought her up because reading for some people is like being it's a creative space, because you have to have authors who's actually going to write books, and we got a lot of authors in this community. But I wanted to bring you up a little bit, Dominique, because you are writing. I can't tell everybody what you're writing right now because I don't know if people supposed to know, but she's also a creative, and she's one of the writers of the one that does the newsletter. Now you're thinking, Sharonda, I mean, she don't get paid for that, but creatively, that is something that people get paid to do, is right. Do you hear me? And so when people think about creatives and what it looks different for everybody. So it may look different for you, but you probably got a gift or a talent or a skill that can be monetized. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, everybody has some type of skill. And so I want you to find your niche, find that one thing that you absolutely love doing, and find a way to monetize it. That's really what we're going to be talking about at the expo too, because finding ways to monetize the things that you love, it's not like you're being this gold digger or nothing. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you can make money from doing it, why not? Like what?
I used to make money for writing my blogs,
See, we
for
listen.
blog posts, and it was pretty much just a journal or day to day thing. I would take 10 minutes at the end of the day and just write stuff out, and if people read it, I would get paid to actually do it. And then I started putting when I started doing putting like more of the creatives where I wasn't just writing about day to day stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have this thing where I'll take um, the lyric from or one line from a song, just one line from a song, and then I'll turn that the first verse of the song into a story. So it could be, I don't know, I think the last one I did, I posted it on Facebook, but I always take like the first line of it and then I turn it into a full story with the verse. And I started posting those as blogs. And then that started getting me more money. But you're right, just anything that you do naturally. Heck, you could even make money reading, baby.
I heard about that. I don't know if it's true.
Yes.
You could
No,
work.
no, it's true. It is true. If you one of those readers and you enjoy reading and you can make money reading.
Wow. So Kiara, we need to. Oh, I don't know if you like to reading books, Kiara, because I don't. But can I make money by listening to audiobooks?
I
Find that.
think they do have it on for audiobooks. I have to check.
I don't know.
I'll
Check
find the
that out.
website, and in order for you to find out what it is, guess what the websites are for this? Guess what you gotta attend.
The expo.
Mhm.
The expo.
But
So y'all, we are going to get out of here. I'm so thankful that I got a chance to talk to Shamonica about, all of the things that she got going on. And in Kiara, she's going to be teaching a class. What's the name of your class that you're going to be teaching, Kiara?
It's creative content, and it's really gonna be in a animated slideshow type of way. So I would really look forward to it, and it's for all ages. So
Yeah.
next gen out there, if you are there, I pray and hope you join us at the expo, because I really have a passion for them, and I also create the slideshow specifically for them, and their voices to be heard, and to know that anything that they enjoy doing, you can make a business out of it.
Yes, I love that. And so I'm glad you said that, because we do at the expo, it's going to be on the 15th and the 16th of December. And we are going to have a game night. Shout out to everybody that loves the Bingo Lounge that is coming to the expo. We are going to have a game night for just the next generation and kids. And so that's going to be really fun. And then we're going to interview all of our vendors and have conversations. But the real reason of having the expo, besides having conversation and interviewing people, is to support the creatives in this space. So to support the artists and the consultants and the designers and all of them as they are coming in, as you're shopping for your holiday gifts or whatnot. Why not shop and support this community, for this
mhm.
community, by this community? And so there's a lot of people that sell different items. And if you want to get your items for the holidays, for Christmas, you can shop at the Holiday Expo. Now, we also do have a website that is up right now from all of the vendors from last year. It is sicklecellexpo.com. And I'll put that in or somebody can put that in the chat. It is sicklecellexpo.com. And that is the link for you to go shop right now, because some of the vendors from last year is on there. And all of our vendors, when you come and be a vendor with us, 100% of the proceeds go directly back to you. The consortium doesn't hold, keep, or have any of those proceeds. Our whole goal in doing this is to make sure that you have a platform where you can share your gift, your talent, and or your services. So that is it for us tonight. Thank you again, Kiara, for joining me. Thank you, Dominique, for joining me. Now, for the person that is going to win the prize on tonight. So I'm going to give everybody one more chance. Put in the chat hashtag SC Expo. And if you put that in the chat right now, you will be entered into a drawing, and we will choose someone right now. And let me see if y'all can see it. I believe so. Everybody put your name in. Here we go. I'm going to share on my screen. The drawing is happening. Can y'all see my screen? Does it say SC Expo?
Yes, it does.
All right. We're putting everybody's name in the drawing. And the winner is Anna Carter. Wait, let me see. Yes. win our sickle cell mystery gift, and it will be sent over to you. Please send a message to Dominique Goodson, and she will make sure that you get your gift. We're super excited for you. Thank you so much for being a part of our live and being a part of the things that we do here at the consortium. We really appreciate it. And then we are giving another prize away. Oh, it already did it. Dang it, darn it. Here we go. The other winner for tonight is Josh Lewis. Oh. Awesome sauce. Yes, Josh, you won the second one. So we have our two winners tonight. That is Etta Carter and Josh Lewis. Thank y'all for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. I'll see y'all in a minute. I want to just say a quick thank you to the Sickle Cell Consortium for allowing the creative a space to share our gifts and share our talents. This is one of my passion projects, which is the Sickle Cell Expo, where we are able to give a platform for all of the creatives in this space, whether you are an author, an artist, a designer, a dancer, a musician, whatever it is that you do, whatever business service that you offer, we would love to have you at the Sickle Cell Expo. Please let us know by going to the link in the chat. That link will take you to our vendor form, and once you get to the vendor form, you will be able to join us at the expo, and it is all free for vendors to come and be a vendor at the expo. Again, 100% of the proceeds go back to you. Thank you again for joining us for Creative Warrior tonight, and I will see you guys next week at the same exact time. Oh wait, that's right, Dominique got to talk to us about the readathon. Dominique, come back, tell us about I forgot.
Okay.
I put you on the screen and forgot. Go ahead.
So, you guys, we have kicked off the readathon. It is going to be 4 weeks. This is for everyone, kids starting from the age 3 all the way up to adults. There are different categories, for it. All you have to do is sign up. I will give you put the link inside of the chat. So you sign up for whatever book you read or listen to. That includes audiobooks. You will let us know what you read. You'll fill out a little book report. Let us know that what you read, the title of it, how many pages it was, or if it's audio, how many chapters or how long it was audio wise. And you get points. Those points get tallied up at the end, and we will have a Facebook Live. So the readathon ends December 30th. It started December 1st. It ends I'm sorry, not December 30th. No, I'm right, December 30th. And then January the 5th, we are doing a Facebook Live where we announce the winners. So we're having 2 Facebook Lives where we are going to have readers, authors from the community come and read their books. It's going to be both children books of children authors and adults. So they're going to read it, and you can actually get points for them reading. We are also going to have an author at the expo that was going to share about their book and read, and you could get points from that also. If you read anything written by a Sickle Cell Warrior about sickle cell, you get extra points. If you read one of the classics, a New York Times bestseller, you get extra points. I am going to put inside of the chat Sharonda, if you can help me, put inside of the chat the links for it. So you sign up. Sign up is already go. And we will be having our first Facebook Live on Friday, and we will be giving away prizes also. So because this is a readathon, and yes, I am a bit of a nerd, and I like to read. We are going to be giving away prizes, such as the Sickle Cell Library. As you guys know, the Sickle Cell Consortium collects a lot of the books for by authors, and we give them out. And we have what we have cleverly titled the Sickle Cell Library. So this is books by sickle cell authors, about sickle cell, caregivers of sickle cell patients. It's all of their books, and we're giving it out, a library to winners. And then we're also giving out other things as well. So please, please, please make sure you join us. I'm putting the instructions inside of the chat along with the link to sign up and the link for the book report. I
And
think that was
Dominique,
it.
yeah, that was it. And so Miss Carla said, Dominique, where and how do we submit our reads? And so Carla, I believe she's going to put it in the chat, the link to where.
Sorry. So I'm putting that. So after you sign up, there's a link to sign up. After you have signed up, once you start reading your books and everything, once you read your books, what you then do is you there's another link, and I'm putting that inside the chat right now as well. You click that link and you submit those submit that way to let us know what books you read, or what books you read, or what books you listened to. So you are getting 3 links. Just let me know that you guys see it.
Yes, ma'am. I see the first one is where you're going to sign up. The second one is the instructions.
And then the third one is the where to put your book, the book report.
All right.
And did it come up yet?
No, the third one has not come up yet.
Okay, let me put it in again. Give me 1 second. So I'm looking for it. Please, you guys join. This is something fun where you could get your kids involved. You could join. Books are so much fun. They get you out of your headspace. They're a great distraction technique. You could find yourself going to different places and experiencing different things, different genres and everything. I'm a bit of I like sci-fi, but I also like crime, and then I also like romance. So if you give me one all mixed together, it's a wrap. It's just good to go. So everyone, do you see the links for the instructions to sign up for the readathon and for the book report? I put
So
those three.
they're not seeing it on Facebook. So if you could do me a favor and put it in our WhatsApp chat, and I can put it here so that everybody will be able to see it.
Yep, I'll do that right now. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I thought it was it went to Facebook as well.
Yeah.
So you guys, so first remember, you must, and I'll repeat, you must sign up in order to do this. So make sure you sign up first. After you sign up, make sure you read the instructions to know how you can get points. And I'll let you know right now the different categories that we have and the point system. So we have 5 different sections. We got K through 3rd grade. We got 4th through 8th is the second one. We got 9th through 12th grade is the third. We have college, and then we have adults. So if you're in college, getting your PhD or anything, you qualify as college. Anyone that's not in college is in the adults category, as long as you're over the age of 18. If a child is under, if a child that's 16 and under that wants to participate, they do need their parents' permission. So make sure that they have their parents' permission. So that is one thing. We do ask for parents' permission for that. Now, any sickle cell related books, you get 5 extra points. So it goes based off your pages, and the max points you can get for each book is 5 points before extra points are added. Now, if it's a sickle cell related book, meaning it's written by a sickle cell warrior, a sickle cell caregiver, it's about sickle cell, you get 5 extra points on that. If it's
Oh,
a New York Times bestseller, you get 4 extra points. If it is a classic book, I'm talking about like Jane Austen, books like that, classic books, you get an extra 3 points. And so for each category, we're having first, second, and third place. Third place is an SC3 grab bag and a book of your choice. Second place is an SC3 mystery box. Now that mystery box, I ain't gonna tell y'all what it's gonna be in it, but it's a mystery. And a book. First place is the Sickle Cell Library and the SC3 mystery box. So each categories out of the 5 categories we got, we will have a first, second, and third place winner. So you know what it's time to do? It's time to get reading, y'all. I'm excited. Unfortunately, I can't enter it. Um,
No, ma'am,
but
you cannot.
I can because I would dust y'all. But
You
I'm not
and
gonna do it.
you and Jamie Roque, y'all be hilarious to me.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dominique. So I'll put the links in the chat, but I'm also going to put them in on the Facebook page so that everybody will get them and see them, so that you guys can go back to this page without going trying to having to go through the whole video. I am actually putting these links on the description of this Facebook live so that you guys can see it. So let me know later if you are if you are able to see it or unable to see it. But all of these links are there. Thank you so much, Dominique, for heading up the readathon. And again, the readathon is from December 1st all the way to December 30th or 31st. Which one is it?
30th.
December 30th. So make sure that you guys are a part of that. And thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate everybody. I'm going to bring up one more time Kiara. Kiara is going to be, well, she is our social media manager, but she's going to be doing a lot more of our lives on social on Facebook and things like that. So I just wanted to give Kiara the space and opportunity to say goodbye to everyone. And once she wraps up, we're done for the night.
I appreciate everybody that came on our live, that interacted with us. I just want y'all to know that the consortium truly has a heart for the people and the creatives. And so this expo is really coming from Sharonda's heart. And I really, really want you to know that no matter what you're doing, if you're a caregiver, no matter if you're a warrior, the expo is still for you as well. And you still can enjoy. And I was going to save it for the expo, but I'm going to leave y'all with a little nugget. When you think that you can't, I want you to know that can't now should mean an acronym that says that it means you can continue anyways, no matter the cost. So you're going to continue
Ooh.
anyways, no matter the cost. So when you feel that word can't creeping up inside of you, I want you to think of it as a new meaning and know that you can do whatever you set your heart and mind to. So I think that's a great way to end it. I left y'all with nuggets that y'all can resonate on and sip on until you meet us at the expo.
All right. Good night, everybody.